Welcome to the Deep Dive. Get ready, because we are plunging headfirst into the latest information explosion from the world of Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh yeah, the anticipation for this one has been just huge. And, well, even though the release date got pushed a little bit, to May 26, 2026, this second trailer, it's really reset the excitement levels for a lot of people.
It absolutely has. And for this deep dive, our source material is not just that almost 3-minute trailer, but also all the juicy details Rockstar dropped on the updated GTA website right alongside it.
Exactly. So our mission here is pretty straightforward. We're going to comb through, every frame, every bit of text. We want to pull out the really important stuff, the surprising details, even the tiny visual things. Basically everything that tells us more about what's waiting for us in Leonida.
The goal is just to get you briefed fast on what really seems to matter from all this new info.
Okay, so let's get into it. Right at the front, the biggest reveal, I think, is our main duo, Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos.
Yeah, confirmed. And the sources make it super clear they're a couple, caught up together in some kind of criminal conspiracy.
And what's interesting right off the bat is how much background we get on them individually. Like Jason, he seems to be someone just looking for an easier life,
Right.
But he's got this troubled youth, tried the army maybe to escape it, and now his past is kind of catching up.
We even see him in that Leonida Marine Center t-shirt. Could be his day job. Sales, maybe. Services.
Could be that. But crucially, the website adds that he's also working for local drug runners. So that Marine Center thing, maybe it's a cover, maybe just a side gig. His main income seems less legitimate.
Okay, and then there's Lucia Caminos. We see her getting released from Leonida Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Like right at the start of the trailer.
Yes.
Right.
And the big visual there, the thing people noticed on the key art first, is that electronic ankle tag. We see it when she leaves prison, and it pops up in other shots too. It's clearly important.
So she's just getting out, but her goal apparently is to build a better life.
Yeah.
Specifically with Jason. Though looking at the trailer, the guns, the explosions that better life, seems pretty tangled up with the crime world they're in.
It's a great conflict, right, built into her character from the start. And there are signs she might be doing community service, too.
Oh, yeah.
That high-vis vest, the Leonida Department of Corrections logo, her picking up trash. It just adds to that tension, Trying to go straight, but constantly being pulled back.
Now, the relationship itself, GTA's had girlfriends before, obviously, but it feels different. Like the first time the relationship is really central to the experience in a mainline game.
Definitely. The sources really hit that point, saying they seem very, very into each other. Yeah. And the trailer spends real time showing them together, these moments where they seem to be, getting to know each other under all this pressure.
Suggests it's not just background flavor. It's core to the story, maybe even gameplay.
Could be. But it's not just about them. The sources introduce this whole network of other people tied into their story.
Okay, like who?
Well, first there's Brian, or Mr. Hader, Jason's old landlord. Described as a longtime drug runner, using his boat business and the Leonida Keys as a front, Brian's Boat Works and Marina.
Right, the Keys seem perfect for that. And we meet another guy, Cal Hampton, at the Rusty Anchor Bar.
Yeah, friend of Jason's, associate of Brian's, and apparently he's just really paranoid. You can already imagine the kind of missions he'll give you.
Yeah. Okay, then there's a shift to the music scene.
Right, Vice City's music scene. We meet Lux and Roxy. They call themselves Real Dimes. High school friends turned rappers, influencers, trying to hit the big time. Got a deal with only Raw Records.
And their manager is this guy Dracoin. He sounds interesting more into the business side than the crime.
Sort of. He's a hustler, books acts at the Jack of Hearts strip club.
Yeah.
But yeah, seems focused on the music biz.
Which is owned by Booby Ike, a Vice City legend, apparently.
That's him. And the website says Booby and Dracoin are working together, using, drug and club money to fund this music empire they're building.
Classic Vice City. And there's one more, Raul Batista.
Yeah, he's not actually in the trailer footage, but the website description is key. Charming, cunning bank robber. Teams up with Lucia for a score.
Okay.
But here's the kicker. The site calls him a reckless operator. Yeah.
So that easy score they might be planning.
Exactly. It probably goes completely sideways, likely because of him. Could be the thing that really kicks the main plot into gear.
That makes sense. It ties right into the storylines hinted at, like that intense scene in the San Frontara National Bank with Jason and Lucia. Feels like that score attempt.
And then you see Lucia, fresh out of prison, wanting a better life, just casually blowing up a cop car.
Yeah. What's that about?
It just throws everything into question, doesn't it? Shows how strong the pull of her old life is, or maybe how circumstances just force her hand.
There's also definitely something going on with corrupt cops, right? We see that group talking about protecting each other.
Yeah, and they seem to be investigating that filthy building, which looks a lot like the one from the body cam footage in the first trailer. Feels like a direct link there.
Okay, and no surprise, robberies and heists are back.
Oh, for sure. Raul Batista's role points to it. And that scene with the truck dragging the huge box screams dangerous escapes as a gameplay feature.
This is where it gets really interesting for me, the potential gameplay stuff. They're dropping hints all over the place.
Like Jason just swiping cash from a store register. Seems like holding up convenience stores for quick cash is probably back.
And all the animals. A cat, a Doberman, that snake in their apartment. Is it just decoration, or could we actually get, like, a pet system or more interaction with wildlife?
It's hard to say for sure, but it's noticeable. And Lucia in that cage match, that looks like a dead cert for an underground fighting side activity.
Which people loved in the older games. Plus, we see Jason bench pressing Lucia in a gym screenshot.
Suggests the workout system might be back, right? Maybe influencing stats like in San Andreas?
Could be, and that bit where Lucia gets attacked by that really muscular woman feels specific. Maybe a set-piece mission.
Yeah, less like random street chaos, more scripted.
And then the screenshots just list off a ton of minigames. Mini golf, pool, fishing, basketball.
Kayaking, scuba diving, dirt bike racing. Yeah, they're packing the world with stuff to do outside the main missions. Seems like a lot.
And I love this detail, a video game console in their apartment. Could you actually play games inside the game? Maybe play, like, a retro Vice City in Vice City?
That would be peak Rockstar meta detail, wouldn't it?
Totally. Okay, let's talk about the world itself. Leonida, Rockstar's Florida. We're getting a much clearer picture now.
Yeah, Vice City is back, obviously. The sun and fun capital, but with that familiar GTA edge. The glamour, the hustle, the greed underneath.
And we get specific neighborhoods mentioned. Ocean Beach with the pastel Art Deco, white sand.
Little Cuba looks vibrant. At the Tishawaka flea market for your bootleg brands.
Yeah. And the VC port, the cruise ship hub.
Plus, we glimpse iconic spots. The 919 Vice City Club, clearly their take on Miami's club, 1190.
The Sahara Arena, home of the Narcos basketball team, perfect name.
The Ocean View Hotel, the airport sign, and that Manatees jersey is a nice touch. Very Miami Dolphins colors.
Moving south, you hit the Leonida Keys,
Right.
Their version of the Florida Keys.
Described as more laid-back, casual, lots of bars, but crucially right next to those beautiful and dangerous waters. Perfect for Brian smuggling, like you said.
The Rusty Anchor Bar seems key here. We see it a lot. Rustic inside and out. That scene with Jason, Lucia, and Cal drinking there feels important.
And the details in that bar, so many returning beer brands. Pissweiser, Stranzo, Pengio.
Appropriate, Lager, Lavases, they're all there. Plus that concert poster, Hummers and Strummers, August 24th. Another date.
But the really interesting thing in the bar is that wooden plaque commemorating Hurricane Roxy.
Yeah, what's that about?
It feels like a massive hint that we might get dynamic, maybe destructive weather systems, hurricanes, could be building on what they did in Red Dead 2.
Wow, okay, that could really change gameplay.
Definitely. And the keys also have lizards, mobility scooter grannies, according to the website, and hints of scuba diving with turtles.
Moving inland, we get the grass rivers, the wetlands.
Yeah, the untamable jewel, this primordial expanse. You don't know what's under the surface.
Gators, obviously. Sources promise those.
Oh, yeah. But also, far deadlier predators and weirder discoveries. And we see Jason in a chopper chasing that hovercraft from Trailer 1 over this area. So, vehicle chases through the swamps.
And you mentioned the screenshots, like 3 separate images showing gators. They're really emphasizing them.
They are a big part of this Florida setting, seems like.
Further north. Port Gellhorn. The Forgotten Coast.
Yeah, it looks run down.
Yeah.
Cheap motels, closed attractions, empty malls. But it has this new, grimy economy. Malt liquor, painkillers, truck stop energy drinks, that kind of thing.
Dirt bike riding seems to be a thing here. And it featured heavily in that big car chase in the trailer.
Right, and Lucia wears a Gellhorn International shirt at one point. Maybe there's more than one airport. Expands the map.
The Starlit Motel there gets a mention, too. Could be a key story spot. Or just a
mattress rendezvous spot, as the website puts it.
Yeah.
Classic GTA.
And the Delights Cabaret Club for nightlife.
Then more centrally, maybe, is Ambrosia, the industrial heartland. American industry and old school values reign supreme, apparently.
There's a big sugar refinery providing jobs. But the local biker gang provides almost everything else.
It's interesting. Trailer 1 showed some regular life here. Trailer 2, almost nothing. But the new screenshots, they show the final chapter, biker gang, lots of industrial grime, fire, smog. Gives it a real distinct feel.
And finally, way up north, Mount Caliga.
Yeah, looks like your hunting, fishing, off-roading area, home to hillbilly mystics and paranoid radicals. Sounds like classic GTA territory.
Not much seen in the trailer, but screenshots confirm big cats are back.
Yeah.
Like mountain lions in GTA 5.
Yeah.
Good for hunting.
And just to hammer home the sale, there are signs for other places we haven't even seen properly yet. Southside, Peacock Bay, Mariana County, Vicedale County.
It suggests a huge, dense map to explore.
Okay, let's get back to basics. Guns and cars, GTA staples.
Ammunition is back! And hilariously, it's featured in a TV ad with a new HD version of Phil Cassidy.
Phil Cassidy from Vice City. Remember Phil Cassidy's fully cocked gun shop?
No way.
Yeah, he's apparently the owner of Ammunition now. It's brilliant continuity, bringing him back decades later. Fans will love that.
That's amazing. So what guns did we actually see?
Well, Shrewberry shotguns are back. Lucia uses a grenade launcher at one point and an SMG. And, you know, the sources basically say, expect many, many guns to fire. No surprise there.
And vehicles. Looks like a huge variety.
Oh, yeah. The Vapid brand is back. Saw a cool new blue El Camino-style truck. Brian's truck looks like a big old GMC. Maybe the GTA version is the Kakara.
There's that gorgeous sky blue 50s car at Jason's place. Looks like the Oceanic from Vice City. Maybe his personal car.
Could be. And that white Maybach with the pink paw prints. Maybach is Mitsubishi in GTA world. And the car itself looks a lot like the Sunrise R mod from GTA 5. Fun nod to the modding community, maybe.
And boats seem important in Leonida. We saw a Dinka boat. Look like a new version of the Predator.
And the Sea Shark jet ski gets a lot of screen time.
What about other transport? Saw a metro train? Could that be fast travel?
Possibly, yeah. Saw the Bravado Bison pickup truck dragging that big box. Powerful.
Buzzard helicopter, classic Dodo SE plane, even a Fly US airliner.
And for the fancy stuff, saw an orange Benefactor Shafter and a bright green Pagasi Tempesta parked at the Dominion Hotel. So high-end cars are definitely around.
Here's a detail I love that really connects things. A Liberty City license plate on a truck.
Yeah. Based on the 2020 New York plates. Just a tiny visual confirming it's all the same universe as GTA 4. Love those little touches.
And there are tons of those tiny details, aren't there? Zesta soft drink is back. Redwood cigarette sticker.
The 420 card in the store. Classic Easter egg.
That non-working phone number, the 305-5551.
Yeah, 305 is the Miami area code, and 555 is that classic fake number prefix from movies. Just a little joke.
And that Haitian flag mural stood out too. In memory and love. Adds a layer of culture, maybe some heavier themes.
Definitely. And the music choice for the trailer, Hot Together by the Pointer Sisters. Very upbeat, kind of contrasts with some darker stuff. And yeah, it was in Spaceballs.
Huh. Okay, and technically speaking, this was all captured on PS5, right?
Yeah.
Coming to PS5 and Xbox Series XS.
That's confirmed, yeah. So look, just under 3 minutes of video, some website updates, and we've got this wealth of detail. Characters, story hints, this huge world. Activities, vehicles, guns, those tiny rockstar touches.
It's amazing how much they packed in, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you start looking closely, it feels both familiar, classic GTA satire, but also really fresh with the scale and that central relationship focus.
Absolutely. And that leads to maybe the most interesting question, thinking about Jason and Lucia. Their relationship is so central, their goals seem tied together, but also maybe in conflict with the criminal life.
Right.
So you have to wonder, when you're playing as them, how does that dynamic work between your personal goals for them, maybe trying to get that better life, and the consequences of the crimes you inevitably commit in Vice City?
Yeah.
In a world that's literally built on crime and consequence, what choices will actually matter most for them, for you as the player? That's something really interesting to think about while we wait for May 2026.